What is going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today checking out another M-Horse device, and this one is the Pure 3. As you guys know, about 2 weeks ago I went ahead and unboxed and give you guys the hands-on of the Pure 2, which is a tremendous device. As a matter of fact, it has been given away. The announcement will be made very shortly, so make sure that you guys like my videos, comment, share, and of course like as much as you can. And that way I will definitely notice you. The more you do it, the better chances you have of winning that little monster back there. So here they come with the next generation so quickly, guys, and this is my first device with 2 front-facing cameras and 2 rear cameras. Yes, you have 4 cameras built into one device. It is absolutely crazy, and the quality is actually very good, and it is definitely an improvement from the Pure 2. Also, the processing power on this one is different, and I will say the quality of the display has changed to a better quality one. So anyways, getting a look at the box here, we can see that nothing has changed except here for the bottom side it says Pure 3 now. On the back side of the phone we have some of the quick specifications. Again, we have 4 cameras, 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and on the back we have a 13 megapixel sensor with a 5 megapixel sensor. On the front we have an 8 megapixel sensor and a 5 megapixel sensor. It comes with the Helio P23, also known as the MTK6793, with 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal memory. It is of course a 4G LTE device. Even though they're not supported here in the USA, you will be most likely getting either H+ or 3G connectivity with AT&T. With T-Mobile, sadly, depending on the state that you're located, you will get most likely 2G connectivity, which is definitely unacceptable. At least with 3G or H+ I can live with, but with 2G connectivity, since the carrier that I use is T-Mobile, it is definitely not acceptable, guys, and this is a shame because this phone is really good, and I mean it. So it comes with the 5.7-inch display, and it is HD+, so it has a resolution of 1440 by 720. It comes with a 4000 built-in battery that cannot be removed, and the battery is actually pretty good. It lasted me the entire day and a little bit more with heavy usage, and I used it as my primary device for almost 2 days. And it comes of course with a fingerprint scanner, and it has the Android 7.1, and if you guys enter to their website, in which I will be providing below, you will notice how they are claiming that they will be releasing the Android Oreo 8.1 very shortly. So this is definitely great news, guys. So opening the phone here, we'll find, well, that the box is quite simple, just like we saw on the Pure 2. So here we have the Pure 3 in red color. This is definitely a very nice looking device, and I know here that through the camera you may not appreciate the red color very well. It looks like a, I would say like a very dark pink. But it is in fact red. And here on the back side we can see the dual cameras already. The bottom sensor is an 8 megapixel sensor, the upper sensor is the 5 megapixel one, and then we have the dual tone flash with the fingerprint scanner, the M-Horse logo on here, and that's about it. Towards the right side we have the volume rockers up and down with the power key. On the bottom side of the M-Horse Pure 3 we find the USB Type-C, which is definitely great because I have seen phones in 2018 with micro USB ports, and that's definitely unacceptable. We have the microphone here on the left hand side, and on the right side we have the loudspeaker. On the left hand side here of the phone we find nothing whatsoever, and we only have actually here the SIM card slot right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we have the SIM card tray, and it is a dual SIM, dual standby device as well, and you can definitely upgrade the memory if you wish to do so. Then on the front side here, not only we have the 5.7-inch display with the HD+ resolution and the 89 aspect ratio, but we have the dual cameras on here, and the one on the left is the 8 megapixel sensor, the one on the right is the 5 megapixel sensor, and it is mainly used for wide angle. So very cool here. And also we have the front flash as well, so if you are taking selfies in low light, this will be activated automatically, and it'll provide a very nice picture for you. So we have the ear speaker, the proximity and light sensor, and I believe you also have a notification LED light here somewhere on the upper left hand side corner. And on the bottom here it is absolutely plain. We only have the chin available, and the keys, the capacitive keys, are going to be located on the software. So that's it for the physical aspects here of the mHorse Pure 3. Now let's go ahead and check what else comes inside of the box. So it came with this little divider as usual. The box is nothing special. As a matter of fact, I would say it's more towards the simple side. We don't have any dividers on here, so it doesn't look very professional. Maybe they need to fix that in the near future. And also, I didn't get the correct charger, as you guys can appreciate here, but if you get the adapter, it will do the job just great, and the battery charges within, I would say, hour to hour 20 minutes. So yes, it is quite fast. And here we can see these specifications of the charger in case you guys are interested. So let me set this aside. The next thing we got here is the USB cable, okay, USB Type-C cable. So then we find here the adapter for the 3.5mm headphone jack. As you guys can see, this phone did not come equipped with a headphone jack, unfortunately, but at least they were nice enough to include the adapter for it, which is definitely appreciated. Then here inside of the box we find a silicone case, which I'm really a fan of, guys, because we know that we can protect the device from day one, and for the price, having a silicone case in here, it is definitely a plus. So inside we only have a quick start guide with a screen protector, and that's pretty much it. As you guys can see right here, this is actually a warranty card, and then we have the screen protector inside here, and that's all we get with the mHorse Pure 3. Alright guys, so here we have the mHorse Pure 3 all set up and ready to go. I went ahead and booted up just so that I can expedite things here. I don't want to make this video super long. So the first thing I want to show you here is the fingerprint scanner. It works right off the back, and you guys can see that it is very responsive with barely any misreadings on here whatsoever. And that was my mistake, I didn't press it correctly. But yes guys, the fingerprint scanner is definitely great. I mean, it is not the fastest, don't take me wrong. It takes about maybe half a second. And I know a lot of you guys say, AJ, half a second is nothing. But for a lot of people that usually compare it, even though I'm not supposed to, but that compare it to other higher end devices that I have owned, like the Galaxy S9 Plus that comes with a fingerprint scanner, that this one is quite slow compared to that particular device. But for a budget phone, it is super good, especially that it doesn't misread any of the fingerprints. So again, very cool. So here we have the operating system. This is the Android Nougat 7.1.1, and as I mentioned before, it is very responsive. It doesn't have any lag in here whatsoever, and the cool part is that it doesn't come with bloatware. As you guys can see, it is quite clean. Now keep in mind that I haven't downloaded a lot of applications on here. The only one that I have gaming wise is Tekken, which is right here on the bottom right hand side. And also I did the Antutu benchmark test on this particular device, and it scored about 66,000, which is a pretty decent score for a budget device. Now this is the Helio P23. It is considered to be a power saver and not a super performer. If you guys want something super, I would say great in terms of processing power, then I would say don't go less than the Snapdragon 660, or maybe when the Helio P60 comes out, who knows, that might be a great performer as well. But as of right now, this one does just enough for you guys to be able to use this phone with barely any lags. Again, in my personal usage, I haven't seen any lags on this particular phone. So here, let's go real quick into my device, and you guys can confirm here all the specifications of the Pure 3. And they're not disappointing. Again, it comes with 64 gigabytes of internal memory, 4 gigabytes of RAM. We have the GPUs, the Mali G71. So the only downside about this phone is the fact that the pixel density for the display is only 281. That's kind of low, so it is not going to look super smooth when it comes to viewing the display, due to the fact that this is a 5.7 inch display. So I really wish that maybe they could have included a Full HD resolution screen, but in this case we only have a 720p, but it does the job quite well, and the brightness is super great. It is almost comparable here to the new G3 that I currently own, guys. Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. You can see that, well, the brightness wise, this one really blows it. I mean, this phone is really good with the sunlight, but this one is about the same in my opinion. So it is again pretty good. So now let's go ahead and talk here briefly about the cameras on the back side. I went ahead and kind of tested the rear facing camera, and you guys can notice how the quality is not disappointing. It doesn't have optical image stabilization, but the colors are quite natural looking, and it definitely has great saturation, even though sometimes the white balance can go out of proportion sometimes depending on how you focus it, but for the most part it does quite well. But keep in mind that it doesn't have any type of optical image stabilization, neither electronic image stabilization. So for that reason you must keep it steady when you're recording, otherwise it might look a little bit jumpy, causing to almost give you a headache when you are recording. But again, the quality is quite acceptable, and the same thing goes here for the front facing camera. Okay, let me just go ahead and tap here on the top, and there we can see the front facing camera, guys, definitely great. And you can see right there the wide angle, so it is covering more than other cameras that I've seen in the past, and the quality, it is super great, especially if you have, let's say, a dark area and you want to use the flash. Then that'll give you a better looking selfie, of course, because now you have light coming to your face. And it has things like beauty phase and all those features that you see on more expensive phones like the Samsungs. So that's definitely an improvement from the Pure 2, at least from the sensor side. And also, again, having two sensors in the front definitely provides more advantage, at least from the personal usage that I had with this device so far. Now keep in mind, guys, this is not a full review. This is basically what I saw in about a day and a half, so I haven't had the chance to really go into the deeps, like I like to call it, with this device. But so far, based on what I see on this phone, it is definitely a great competitor out there. So here we have things like the Google apps. It comes with all of them already included, and the reason I mentioned this is because we have seen certain Chinese devices that sometimes do not have it and you have to do it yourself. So this is a ready to go phone right out of the box. You don't need to do any hacking or any rooting like I did here with the Smartisan Nut Pro 2. As a matter of fact, this great YouTuber that has done several videos on this particular device, I think the channel's name is Zai Reviews Tech. I went ahead and checked his channel, and thanks to him, I will be able to go ahead and flash the software. Right now, he helped me get it into working again, because I thought that I bricked it for a moment. But that guy has very good videos about this particular device, and I will do my own when I get the time, of course. But for right now, I wanted to focus here on the MHorse Pure 3. Again, a very good phone, guys, and it is just so sad. That's why I keep mentioning this over and over, because I see the potential on phones like this, but when they don't come with the LTE bands, I know that a lot of my viewers are here from the USA, and you guys will say, hey Jay, I'm sorry, great looking phone, but no LTE is a no-no. So, you know, it just breaks my heart, to be honest with you guys. Oh, and by the way, this thing has very decent speaker quality here towards the bottom side. I want to go ahead and test that here with one of my own videos if I can find one. I would just have to type it in here, and here it is. And let's go here into my latest video, which is about the Goophone IX. Let me increase the volume.
Is your dog sad when you leave for work or school?
And there we have the ad. Okay. What is going on, everybody? This is Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today checking out another replica of the iPhone X, also known as the iPhone X. This one is called the Goophone IX version. So as you guys can hear, the quality of the speaker, it is not disappointing. It is not the loudest either. It is not the most competitive out there, but I've seen worse on budget devices, and this one is quite competitive. That's why I wanted to show it before ending this video. And also, well, that the fact that it has a true 720p screen, because we can see it right there. That's the max that we can go here on YouTube. And YouTube is a great source to know a true resolution. I have seen Chinese smartphones that are claiming to have a 1080p screen, but then when I go here into YouTube, I can only go 720p, and that's when I know that they're definitely lying about the specs. And those are phones that you will never see in my channel, because I don't like liars, guys, honestly. I mean, these phones come to me for free, but I don't like to deceive you into thinking that this phone is perfect or just give you all the goods. I give you the good and the bad, and certain phones do cheat, so that's why I like to show that this one is a true 720p. But again, it has very nice colors, and the screen has the deep blacks, and making it look very nice and refreshing to the eye. So overall, guys, again, a very nice worth phone if you're getting 4G LTE connectivity. If not, then you might want to proceed to the next one. Hopefully the MHorse Pure 4 may have the 4G LTE bands. That's to be you know, maybe known later on, but as of right now, we don't have 4G LTE. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this particular device. If you think this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. The giveaway of the MHorse Pure 2 is coming very shortly, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next one.